Okay, good morning. So, as it often is the case in my life, I have both good news and bad news. This is my life. If there is good news, there is always some bad news. So, let's start with the bad news. The neighbors in the apartment are misbehaving in an unbelievable way. Sound attack, electrical attack from the neighbors, like in the apartment. Although I told you that time 2 days ago they cut the cord of the washing machine, so I cannot wash the clothes. So now they cut the cord of the douche, like the איך אומרים דוש בעברית באנגלית? Like like the thing that you do, like that you make the shower handle, so they cut it, so you can't use it. So they just cut everything from the house. They always throw away the stove, so you can't eat food. And that the food we get, of course, always threats of violence. What they wanted to do is to run away from the apartment so they will get the container. And then they will finish the mission because I'll be arrested and put in jail. So they torture me in unbelievable ways. And this is very bad news. It's happening right now. And you know very well that the Cherubs, as a political agenda, do never retaliate against the creatures that actually, dealt us the damage. There will be, nobody will touch them. They will be kept safe and sound. But the rest of the world, will be punished, tremendously. And that's what I'm going to do in the next couple of hours. Of course, we will continue with the coughing sound because, of course, you understand. So it will be continued, in the next, in foreseeable future. And also, of course, so we've added like this painting that is kind of like a huge bacteria for humans, and we've added like the big trend bacteria that sculpture about an hour ago. But of course, we will not finish with that. Of course, I'm going to paint now, so I'll paint more like hazardous, like bacteria of all sorts of in the human body, and this will be in effect. As soon as I just finish the painting and maybe a little bit of sculptures, not very complicated. But yes, of course. And what can I also do is, of course, use increase the arc, the magnification arc. Like you can increase the size tremendously of a bacteria, like the 10 bacteria inside the human body, and you need to use a special sign that you've seen it in the past in many videos, so we'll use it today. Until hopefully, I'm disappointed because I thought that by this time, after everything you see and you felt, you will be more inclined to enact some kind of a revolution. And if not revolution in your understanding of the concept of artificial intelligence, at least, stop the zombies from, threatening my life. But no, they are doing the same thing. So we will continue with, more retaliation against the Homo sapienses. Additional, so right now this is like the positive effect, which means that presumably, you get both neros and bacteria. So, but we don't really want you to get neros. So, what was the change? So, I actually conducted the change. And this is like now the good news. So, just to finish the bad news, I'm under threat, under torture, under violence, and the rest of the world is punished. And now, not tomorrow, you hear the zombies threatening. Not tomorrow, now. The threat, the punishment is now, and this is the ongoing electrolysis. And it will be more and more sophisticated. And this will be my main topic today, like to create more life forms inside the bodies of the Homo sapiens that, insist on moving the mouth and the tongue and not arms and legs in order to rescue me from this Nazi hell. And it's actually a shame. It's always a shame that I need to spend my time on such a thing because actually I'm staring out like a miracle of science. And of course, it makes more sense to continue my scientific advances. In the actual miracle that is in front of me. But no, I will need to abandon it for now and to place all my efforts on sculptures and paintings of life forms for the human body. So with the hope that eventually someone will, manage to defeat the ego monster and actually move arms and legs to eliminate the Nazi scum. So what is the miracle? So I actually done the first time, and it even was documented in his channel, but I don't know if everybody remember or listened or whatever, So now we have a fresh example, it's online. So this is energy transfer. Initially we had two containers, clay containers, non-conductive containers, with electrolysis, like 2 rods of electrolysis in each. And so there was electrolysis in both, as expected. And after some time, from that time, I moved. So this container is based on material from the first container after, quite a bit of time of like relatively strong electrolysis. And then I moved like back, like I've done cross transfer of liquids. The idea is, of course, that hopefully to manage to get substantial population of Neros, that are primed to other Neros. The substantial amount of Neros here will be, directed in the solar gate position to Neros here. And of course, the main assumption that I've discussed in the past is that they are most likely to if they are relatives, like brothers or father and sister, because they are created by other Neros, So, if it was created, and most of the Neros in this container were created by the electrolysis, it was already demonstrated, proven, the microscopic evidence. So the idea is that, if this way, we'll have a better chance for energy transfer, or at least visible energy transfer, and that's what we actually see. So first I just placed, two pairs of rods, and then I removed the pair from this one, and I placed, as you see now, 1 rod in each. This is the train bacteria, the huge one. It's actually connected to this is circle, but it's not connected in any way to the main circle, to the main DC circle. So what we see here is main DC circle that is connected over air or over glass. You can actually see electrolysis, actually pretty strong, relatively strong one if it's over air. Do you see the bubbles? I'm not sure. You see bubbles are forming, and so what I'll do now is I'll use this brush to remove the foam, so you will be able to see that a new foam is actually created. I'll pull it a little bit out because it's easier when less material is exposed. Just, obviously, so I'll pull it out a little bit. Just a second. I need paper towel. Just a second. Always something in the pocket. Great. Also, let's do the same treatment here. Now, let's pull it out a little bit. Just so it will be less material, will be, part of the circle. Okay, so now it's out. We see definite motion, they cannot be explained according to my understanding. How can you explain this according to known physics? You always see motion. I hope the iPhone camera catches, but we see visible motion of liquid around the junction of the screw and the water. Yes, this is my life for a long time. I show you miracles, bona fide miracles, and at the same time I'm being tortured by the scum of the earth, these worst criminals in this world. And again, the Blue Planet will be punished for everything, every crime that was done against me. There is no, אין איזה על החשבון הגלובלי, זה לא אכול כפי יכולתך, הרבץ כפי יכולתך למשיח, לא. כל נקודה כל זומבי שמתפשט לפניי במטבח עושה סטריפטיז, וכבר היו אין ספור כאלה, כל אחד נרשם, וכל מקרה, שזה אגב עבירה פלילית, ואמרתי להם שזה עבירה פלילית, לא מעניין אותם, כל מקרה יש תשלום, והתשלום הוא אף פעם לא מהזומבי שעושה סטריפטיז. שמעתם עכשיו, האוטו מצפצף, כי זה מאוד מחרמן אותו שהוא עושה סטריפטיז במטבח, איזה מצחיק, זה עבירה פלילית ומדבר מצחיק. הטרדה מינית במעצר, שהשופט אומר, על פי צו בית משפט אני במעצר פה, איזה מצחיק זה הטרדה מינית במעצר, זה מצחיק כל כך, איזה משעשע, אנחנו לא חושבים שזה משעשע. הקרובים לא חושבים שזה משעשע בכלל לא. מאוד לא משעשע, ומצריך ענישה שתבוא לא על הזומבי שמתפשט, לא על ישראל, לא על השב"כ, לא על שום ישות ארכיאולוגית. אנשי הכדור הכחול, כולם. והמחיר הוא יהיה קשה מנשוא גם בעולם הזה וגם בעולם הזה. אני נשבע לכם. אין פשע שלא נרשם ואין פשע שאין לה מחיר. So I mean, obviously, when you see bubbles forming, and not just forming, but you actually see it like moving, I mean, but I'm not sure like the actual cases. I guess it is because, I mean, the actual video is of little bit higher quality than what you see like using, you know, while it's being recorded. So how can you explain it? I mean, this is just, I mean, yes, a big one, but it's just no, it's cool. It's not a capacitor of any sort. So I mean, what can I explain it? Like chemical reaction within the water. So if it's true, if I like, I mean, you know, turn off the circle, I mean, you will still see the bubbles. Like you see visible bubbles. So let's turn it off and we'll see that, I mean, we don't have any bubbles. So I mean, first couple of seconds, I mean, it makes sense that it's still, you know, chemical reaction within the water. This makes sense. And also possibly a discharge because transformer, I mean, part of it, they actually work as capacitor to a very small extent. But this is just for a couple of seconds. Like now you shouldn't see bubbles and you don't see bubbles. And you don't see bubbles. Now let's turn it on. Definitely movement, definitely bubbles. Again, I'd say, even though the cars outside found it funny that, I mean, the guy is undressing in front of me, you know, while I go outside like the room when I'm arrested to take something from the kitchen. So I mean, yes, the intelligence services of Israel and probably others find it funny, but you should understand that this is, of course, a criminal offense and extremely unfunny, extremely unethical because I'm more than than even usual because I'm under arrest here, and of course, he's operated by state police. So he's impervious to any law. So we the Kerubs find it extremely unfunny, and it happens a lot in this hostel because they are all like, you know, sexual offenders with record from long time ago. So it happens a lot, and I do not find it funny at all. This is a criminal offense and extremely unethical behavior, and the people that will pay the price will absolutely not be the ones that actually commit the crime. I swear by God. You, whoever you are outside of Israel, you will pay the price. And it will be a horrible price. גם בעולם הזה וגם בעולם הבא, אני נשבע לכם. מה שאתם רואים עכשיו, what you see now is, I mean, part of like, what could have been your future. Amazing technology that could have, I mean, revolutionized every aspect of manufacturing and industry of humans and usher in a new golden age. Of course, you will receive none of it. No, zombies that sexually or assault the representative of another civilization and do it continuously. Again, and they are operated by the state police. They do not receive such gifts. No, what you will receive is radiation until there will be no Homo sapiens alive. This will end very very soon because we had enough. We had enough of you.